just hang about for a minute, see who's going to join us. Bailey's already here.
Bailey Boo's here, that's the most important thing.
Ain't you?
We've got Luby's here on Instagram.
Hello.
And sort of like sits on and cut your head off. So for anybody that's watching on Instagram, we're live on Facebook as well, so I'm holding 2 phones.
As much as you'd like to cut my head off.
I wouldn't do a thing like that to you, my darling. Bailey, that's not your most photogenic side.
Come here. Come here. Just look at the camera.
There we go, so everybody can see your face.
You're a helper, aren't you?
Yeah, he's going to help Daddy. He's going to help Daddy do some polishing. Aren't you, Bailey Boo? He's like, oh, I thought everybody was just joining in to look at me.
I hope everyone's keeping safe so far on the lockdown. We have actually been working, making the hand sanitizer and the pain slayer as usual.
Hi Melanie, so Luby is Melanie Ann from Facebook, but she's on Instagram. We've got 5 people on Facebook as well, but it's not telling me who's here on Facebook for some reason or another. So,
Don't look at me, I don't know.
No, it's just Facebook being Facebook. It'll probably catch up with itself in a minute. So go on, babe. The floor's all yours.
So this is the 1, 2. Is this the 4th one?
Must be.
Yeah, it's our 4th Annie Blue Live, which I only do once a week compared to Becky's every day, more or less. Yeah, I just thought we'd talk about the Annie Blue stuff that we do. I've been picking off one product each time. Tonight I thought I'd talk about the wax polish. And Bailey's going to help me, aren't you?
By getting absolutely in the way.
Yep. Are we allowed to show this off? What are you showing that thing for? If anyone who doesn't know, this is MCC's Annie Blue range, which is all for caring for motorbikes. So we have a shampoo, a spray polish, a wax polish, metal polish, a chrome and alloy protector, or any bare metal really, and a leather oil, leather treatment and restoring. It does actually come in a bucket like that. If anyone would like to buy the kit. Oh, thanks Bailey. Are you going to polish that for me?
It's like
get away from it. I'll just put, this is off my Harley, the side panel, and he's like all over it with his collar. Yeah, wax polish. So this is the Annie Blue wax polish. It's all 100% natural, like everything else we make. And this also has built-in ultraviolet protection for your paint.
So, yep, they'll work on cars too, Melanie. Hi, Paula. Hi, Tracy.
Cars, bikes, anything we paint on really,
Yeah.
vans. I have actually used it on the van, so that's what it looks like. All natural wax. Yeah, so I just thought I'd take a couple of bits off my bikes, because I mean, I was going to show the actual bike one and polishing it and all that, because we're all on lockdown and that, and just doing what's necessary, I suppose. I did want to ride down to the unit, didn't I, and do this, so...
But it would have been unnecessary travel.
Yeah, unnecessary. Unnecessary, innit, Bailey? Like all of it.
Like playing with tennis balls while Daddy's doing a live is slightly unnecessary, Bailey.
So, black side panel of Harley Davidson Heritage. Can you see it? It's a bit mucky.
Yeah, you can see it's a bit... You can also see my reflection in it. It shouldn't go because my hair's all over the place.
It's
But
fairly new, isn't it? So, yeah, so damp cloth. I'm sure most people know how to wax polish something. A little dippy. You only need a tiny bit. I'll just remove the dog hairs.
I mean, this stuff is that. I know all the stuff you make, Mark, is brilliant, but you know, when you look at other stuff, wax to that caliber is, you know, it's hundreds and hundreds of pounds, and it's not as good as the Annie Blue stuff.
No, they put silly things in like avocado oil and stuff like that. A lot of it's just gimmicks. But this is actually formulated to protect your paint. Like I say, it's got ultraviolet protection in. It's carnauba wax, which is there for the shine, obviously. But, everything is natural, and it's all there for a reason. There's no scents, nothing like that.
Sharon, it'd be okay on their nose as long as they don't lick it off. On about neat ink on a bulldog's nose.
All right.
Hi, Sarah, my darling. Hi, Sharon.
I thought they meant wax then.
Yeah, don't put it on.
If you had to, it'd probably give him the poops.
Yeah. Hello, Tony, my love.
So you can see that small bit has done the whole thing.
It's shiny, shiny.
Oh, I'll just buff it down now.
Tony, I saw your post about your operation. I hope that you're all right, my darling.
What's that? I didn't see that.
No, not Tony White, another Tony. Hi, Christine. Hi, Helen. But all of the Annie Blue, even though it was formulated obviously for motorbikes, you can use it on cars. Suppose if you've got like metal garden furniture or anything like that that you want to polish up.
There you go, done, easy.
Look at that. Beautiful.
Well, that'll last a long time. I did. My other bike is the Jawa. I've got a piece of that as well. I did clean it with that stuff and polish it.
The light's bouncing off that, babe.
Was it October?
Mhm.
And that lasted through the winter. It was still shiny until I got caked in salt one day and I had to wash it, which was about 3 weeks ago.
Something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Paula
So
says, "What does
not
it?"
Something you have to do all the time.
No, just every now and again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Paula says, "What does it smell like, Mark? I'm curious."
I don't know. It's like a floral sort of terpsy smell. Would you say? I quite like it smell.
No, it smells nice. I mean, obviously you can tell that it's a nice smell because you wouldn't be able to sit and sort of like sniff it like that.
But if you use a pot like that, it lasts you years. It goes a long way.
Yeah, it's not something you're going to have to purchase even once a year, is it? It's going to last you a long time. I don't know what it smells like, to be honest.
That's how I describe it, like
A florally terps, yeah, I suppose.
A bit like juniper.
Yeah, it's pleasant.
Yeah, it's like a juniper-y smell.
Juniper, kind of, bit of cedar in there, underlying. Cedar, sandalwoody, kind of smell. No, it's nice.
And like, with it being natural, you can get it on your skin. I don't know if anyone's super allergic to anything, but it won't do your skin any harm as far as I know.
No, and it makes a huge difference, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, some of these cleaning products, what they've got in them, scary.
Yeah, quite nasty, a lot of them, yeah. Especially the metal polishes. Ours is all natural. It's slightly acidic because it has to be, but it's a natural acid. So yeah, again, I've got it on my hands, no problem. Is it playtime now? I can't polish that, can I?
Sarah says it's nicer than Auto Glim. Yeah, definitely. This is Bailey's like, but Daddy, This is our playtime.
No, it's always playtime when we do a live.
I do apologise if my camera works a little bit shoddy, but I am trying to hold two phones at the same time.
I mean, we did these, didn't we? Because, I mean, there's two sides to what we're doing. There's the black label that we call, and that's for looking after people. Now there's a white label that's for looking after your bike or your car.
Mm.
It just seemed the natural thing to do with a name like Motorbikers Cosmetic Company.
Absolutely. Hi Sarah, hello Steph.
Yeah, I've got one more. Like I did say I was going to do the bike. I will do that when we're out of the lockdown. I've done some videos on YouTube about cleaning Harley and Jawa. If anyone wants to look, I don't know if you can see if that's a bit mucky as well.
Thing is, you're quite good at keeping all your stuff quite cleaned off, so it's your idea of mucking
It's
other
washed that,
people's.
but it's not been polished.
Yeah.
It's a trolley. It's hard to see on the camera a lot of the time, isn't it?
Mm. You too, Steph, my darling. Sarah says the smell as well as the outcome. I mean, yeah, it does smell a lot nicer than Autoglym, that's for certain.
Again, little bits. Don't need a lot. I know the paint finish on this Jawa isn't the best in the world, but even on this it does make a big difference.
Yeah, it does make a huge difference. It just goes to show how easy it is to do it as well. I mean, if somebody said to me, for instance, you know, if I had a car, you know, like, well, why don't you wax your car? The idea of that kind of puts into your head ever such a lot of hard work. But it just shows with your wax that it actually isn't.
Yeah. It's a nice soft one.
Yeah.
But it does stay. You know, like I did do this in October and it didn't need doing again until about 3 weeks ago.
Like you say, that's only because you washed it as well, isn't it?
Yeah. I think from the UV protection side of things as well, I think it would work wonders with anything that's red.
Yeah.
Because the sun seems to bleach the red pigment more than any other for some, I don't know why. I think it must just be the wavelength of the...
It's funny that, isn't it? It's like all
Right.
the amount of Royal Mail vans you see driving around that are a nice shade of pink.
Yeah. I had a car like that, it's faded. That Swift, I had that old one. I mean, I'm probably overdoing this here, but I just want to make sure it's all done. Again, so just a little bit has done the whole lot.
It's funny, isn't it? Because my Sierra that I had back in the day, which was bright red, that never faded at all. Must just be some reds.
I can tell the difference for that straight away.
Oh, you can from
Again,
here.
it's probably hard to pick up on the phone. Isn't it?
No, you can see that straight away from here, babe. Just means you
So
have to
it
do
does
the rest.
shine as well as protecting. It'll keep water off.
We're not going to do any water tests in the front room, though, are we?
No.
That's the right answer. You can just see like the light bouncing off of it now.
Just a quick demo in it to show that it does do what we say it does.
Mhm.
You know, it's
And how quick it is to do that as well. It's a huge difference. I mean, I've got professional valeters that use it, haven't we?
yeah.
But there's a guy that does like all the millionaires, like Lamborghinis and stuff like that, and he makes a wax that, in my opinion, allegedly, whatever I need to say to not get sued, isn't as good as the Annie Blue one.
It's certainly not all natural.
It's not natural, and he charges, how much is it, £700?
Something ridiculous like that, yeah.
Something like that for a pot that's
joke.
nowhere near as big as that one.
But I mean, we do have a Velator using it on stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, he does Lamborghinis and stuff, yeah.
Audis.
Hi Jade, my darling.
A lot of people are going for the ceramic at the moment, but if you want a natural, all natural equivalent, that's as good, if not better.
Absolutely. Sarah says, I think it's like red hair colours. They fade because the red molecules are larger than other colours. It's very scientific, Sarah. Where did you get that knowledge from? It certainly wasn't Hacefield.
I think they have more on saturation, don't they? So they're more susceptible to UV damage.
Have you quite finished grumbling? Not you, Mark, darling. The little pooch at the side of me.
It's the only thing I'll use on my bike now, this stuff. I did the other side, didn't I, in the spray last week?
Yeah.
Not last week, week before.
Yeah, we skived off this one.
We were just so busy, weren't we? I was absolutely knackered as well. So I'll leave it. We didn't. What time did we finish?
Oh gosh, about 9:30.
Something like that. Yeah, last week. So apologies for last week. We were just knackered.
Yeah, it's like everybody else has kind of stepped down a little bit at work due to the coronavirus, and our world's gone mental.
We stepped up about 5 gears, yeah.
Yeah. And it's quite ironic, really, because Knuckle Duster, we were actually thinking of dropping it from the range, weren't we?
I mean, it was selling, but not massively. Not like, say, Painslayer was.
But to bring new products in May, like we would normally do, then we'd made a decision, hadn't we, for any new products we brought in, we would always retire one, and it looked like it was Knuckle Duster's time to go, and then the universe went, oh no, it's not.
Yeah.
And for thinking that, you shall now be permanently stuck in a state of making nothing else but Knuckle Duster.
At one point we couldn't make enough.
No.
We're up and running with it again now, aren't we?
Yeah, we're a bit ahead of ourselves now, aren't we? But we put in some long hours to get there, didn't we?
One problem we have encountered is the sprays, isn't it? There's a shortage, worldwide shortage.
You've got one on the, just show what you mean, because you've got one on the spray polish there, haven't you?
Yeah, the spray nozzle.
There's a worldwide shortage of them.
So what we've had to do with the Knuckle Duster is add one per pack, haven't we? That way we can sell more packs and more people, which we think is the right thing to do. So
yeah, we had to make a decision, didn't we, somewhere along the line, and we're getting faced with these decisions almost on a daily basis now, aren't we, where our supply chain's being affected by coronavirus, or there's a worldwide shortage of something. A lot of the packaging gets imported from China, doesn't it? And that's not coming over. And it's a funny old world at the minute, isn't it?
I said before, didn't I? If I had the money, I'd set up 5 factories.
Yeah, definitely.
Making things that we need.
Oh, Melanie says, I would much rather use your products than any other pain relief. Knuckle Duster is a godsend to many these days. I recommend Painslayer to all my friends. Oh, that's lovely. Cool. Thank you. But yes, I mean, gosh, we don't know how long this is going to go on for, or what the future holds with it. but we might have to make tweaks with packaging right across the range.
Yeah.
So you might see some.
It's amazing the effect it's having. Not so much on like people's movement, but what you can get. It's the time it takes to get it. Like the post office has just said that they're just going on half days now, dealing with the public.
Well, it's even less than half days, isn't
Yeah.
it? It's just 2 hours a day they're is it? No, yeah, 2 hours a day they're opening for in the morning, isn't it?
Yeah. And they're not opening Wednesday at
And
all.
they're not opening
So
Wednesdays.
that's going to slow us down again, but we'll try and keep the 7-day thing as much as we can. We should be able to. Just do our best, as we all do.
Yeah, it's a funny old world at the minute, isn't it?
But if you are bored on lockdown, you can always clean your bike.
Or your car,
Yeah.
or your garden furniture.
Well, Michelle's cleaned her house top to bottom with a shampoo.
Yeah, she has. Michelle's cleaned her house literally from top to bottom. Windows,
the windows.
mirrors, stainless steel.
Because it's streak free, she's used it on her windows.
If you've got any, she's got like a big stainless steel fridge, hasn't she? So she washed it down with that, and it was streak free. So yeah, it's the same with any MCC product though, isn't there? There's always more than one use for them. And it's usually you guys that come up with them because you're very, very ingenious. You're the genius and they're ingenious. I don't know what I am.
Well, there's lots of uses. You're the unicorn.
I'm the unicorn. Unicorns are useful, aren't they, Bailey Boo?
Bailey Boo's just a Bailey Boo.
Bailey embarrassed us today. We took him out for a walk on the industrial estate, and it was really, really quiet. So we let him off the lead, and he was running around. And then he went running into somebody's unit who had their door open and started barking at them in their own unit.
Naughty, aren't you? But it is his estate.
But Bailey owns the estate, obviously. Much love, Melanie. Thank you for joining, my love, and we'll speak to you soon, and you stay safe as well. So Bailey really embarrassed us today. This guy was like hopping around thinking Bailey were going to bite him, and obviously wasn't. He just likes barking at people. Bailey thought it was a very good game.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not bugging me now. Every time I go live, he decides it's playtime.
I know. Are you not going to go and see Daddy?
You come in.
Go see Daddy. Quick. So Mouse can see you. Go and see Daddy.
Come here then. He's a good boy.
I'm such a daddy's boy. Aren't you, Bailey Boo? A great big daddy's boy. So we might have to think outside the box with other packaging if it's...
We do try with our packaging. We try and get recycled paper where we can. Plastic only if we have to. Obviously you can't take a glass bottle into the shower, so that's why they're in plastic, but it is recyclable plastic. And yeah, we do what we can. In the bags, we've got compostable bags now, haven't we?
Yeah.
All paper.
It's even like the pump dispensers for the knuckle duster hand wash. There's none of those in the country at the moment either, is there? So we might have to put the shampoo lids
Shower lid on, yeah. We can still get them.
at the moment.
It's becoming a bit of a problem.
So it is affecting the whole range. But it's affecting everybody in the country. I mean, it's... The other thing as well that you don't think of is like IPA, which is in short supply, because everybody's buying it up to make hand sanitizers. Then printers use that. So the printers that make our labels use IPA, and if they can't get it, then they can't print the labels. So it's a knock-on effect all around, isn't it? We're having to think on our feet. Like every single day we need to order something, we're like, oh gosh.
I sent an email, didn't I? I emailed the health secretary, and there was one about the shortage of IPA, and I said, you give me the money, I'll set up a factory and make it. It's not that hard to make, chemistry wise.
You've had a cheeky little email back from the government, haven't you, that you've got to chase up. So yeah, we might be helping the government at some point in the future with the fight against COVID-19 as well. As Mr. Matthews is a genius. It's nice that you've offered to do it, darling. That you've offered to help. Yeah, there's a lot of people out there that wouldn't.
There's a lot of people that are helping though.
Yeah, there are a lot of people that are helping, and we could, the way that we can help is very different, isn't it, to in ways that other people can help. So.
See, I can cuddle you now, can't I? Because I'm at work. I couldn't this morning, could I?
Claire says, for everyone who has products already, then saves the lids from the empties, that saves us Motormouth needing them, and you can have them for new customers. Yeah, it's the sterilising though, isn't it? We haven't got
really do that.
We can't. We haven't got the equipment to sanitise them to the level that they would have to do for hygiene regulations.
It's something we might do in future though.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the best thing I could say to anybody at the moment is if you have got any of the hand soaps or knuckle dusters that have got like the pumps or sprays in them, then when you finish with them, don't throw them, keep them for yourself, because we may have to sort of like change how we're packaging them, but then if you've got them, then you can still use them.
Hopefully it won't come to that.
No, hopefully it won't. And I mean, as well on the support page as well, if anybody ever wanted to sort of like do a bit of a swap shop on there with it, then, you could do that between yourselves, but we just wouldn't necessarily be able to take them back and reuse them. But it doesn't stop you gifting them on to somebody else, I suppose. Billy being very kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Sedate. Civilised and behaved.
I'm quite chuffed with that one. That's cool.
No, it looks really good, love. You can see the light bouncing off of it from here. Oh, she says, no, I mean the new ones, when you have them, we can use ours that we already have for when we reorder. I knew that message did not make sense. I suppose people could put on, I mean, we've still got to put a closure on it of some description anyway, haven't we? We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. We're not quite there yet, but we worked out earlier how many more hand soaps we've got with pumps that we'll be able to put on. There was about 270, was it? Something like that? So if I can't get any more before then, it is going to become a problem quite quickly. But
the other thing we could do at the moment as well is, say, people were to order more than one, we could put the normal lid on.
Yeah.
One or more, and send one like we do with the knuckle duster.
Yeah.
One with the pump, because the pumps are pretty resilient. Should last.
Claire says he's looking all tired and chilled tonight. Jet's the same though, maybe the warm weather. I think it's because he had a really good run earlier.
Is that me or Bailey?
Both of you.
Only I don't run.
See you later, Kelly, my lovely. Yeah, no, we don't run. We just stand and yell and hope that he comes back.
I only run at last orders, don't I, Bailey?
Although, got to admit, his recall is pretty good, as long as there's nothing to distract him. Yeah, he has been good today. Look at him. Loves sitting with his daddy.
He has to tickle us, don't you?
He's a big baby. So yeah, so we've got lots of challenges at the moment with the coronavirus, haven't we, at MCC? And obviously there's only myself and Mark doing everything at the moment as well.
It's a struggle at the moment, but
which is hard work, but we're coping, aren't we? It's a good job we like each other, innit?
I don't think most married couples could work together, could they, really?
No. And we couldn't imagine not, could we?
Mm-hmm. It's just the norm for us, isn't it? It's about as normal as we get, isn't it, Bailey?
I think people find it funny when they hear us say, oh, we want to spend some quality time together.
Well, when we're at work, we're working. We don't talk about small talk or anything like that. It's all work.
Yeah.
Have we got this? Has that gone out? What time is such a thing arriving? all that sort of stuff.
Have you ordered this? Have you packed that? Can you come and help me with this? Can somebody put the kettle on? The most important one. But we that busy at the moment, we probably only have 2 cups of tea, don't we, while we're at work now? Which anybody that knows me and Mark knows that's not like me and Mark. So for when we first get to work and then one about lunchtime, don't we?
Right then, suppose we're about time, are we?
I have no idea what the time is, my love. Gosh, that's very loud. Look at Bailey's face. It's like, what are you doing, Daddy? Look at that. Bang on.
Yeah, so if anyone wants to try any blue stuff, cleaning your bike or your car, I can recommend it.
Bailey's like, I just
Good
didn't.
stuff.
I didn't see that bit there. Please, Daddy, if you could tip it back down again.
You won't see, do you? Which is your favourite bit? Which is best? No. Right, thanks, Bailey.
He's so funny. He's so funny. So there you go, guys. We're going to jump off. I'll see you tomorrow at lunchtime.
I do join you sometimes, don't I? But
Yeah.
busy at the moment, aren't we?
We don't really get time to escape from the lab at the moment, do you, my love? So I'll catch up with you tomorrow at lunchtime. Thank you for joining. So if you do know
I'll see you
anybody,
next week.
if you do know anybody that would be interested in the Annie Blue range as well, you can point them in the direction of this live.
So next week we'll probably have a go at Chrome and Alloy,
Chrome and Alloy. Cool.
which is probably the most unusual one.
Yeah, no, that's really interesting. Yeah, defo. Right, guys, so night. Enjoy the rest of your
See you soon,
evening, and I'll speak to you
Please
tomorrow.
stay safe. Look
Yeah.
after yourselves.
So, night, guys.